Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I am AmalgamAsh. I have been wearing this red flannel for 5 days straight. I've been back here sitting in this chair for a total of 5 days without moving. This is SGB. I'm making my Unus Annus tribute game for my game jam, and this is a dev vlog. This is me trying to record absolutely all of the beginning stages. You're probably getting pretty sick of this little scene right here. But I can tell you that everything is going swimmingly, and soon we'll be able to break free from this test environment. What I've got going on now is that when I've got all 5 of the buttons pushed, I've got loops in place, and the loops are like, nah bro, you're stuck here forever. I don't like that. I put the loops in, and now the loops have trapped me. So the reason the loops have trapped me is why? Let's find out. The first box should not be trapping me at all, because there's only one loop, and I have escaped the loop, right? Let's find out. I don't remember. I'm not going to start the timer that I made. 2, 3, 4, 5. If I hit it a 6th time, yeah, I can't walk away. I guess that was always the case, and I just didn't try to walk away. But I sure thought that I had the ability to step away from this button. So here's what I'm gonna do. I thought of a very easy, simple solution for this. I don't want to check if, like, all these different anomalies. I don't want to have to run 100 checks on my anomalies just to escape the loop. I want to see if I can just end the event if I've got, do I want to say 5 active anomalies? Because now I'm thinking, yeah, because that means that there's no possibilities left, and that's why it's trapped in a loop. So we are going to check variable box. We are checking if active anomalies is equal or more than 5. Reason that we're going to say equal to as well is because, or rather more than, is because 5 is my target number. If you let 5 anomalies exist, it's game over. You can have 4 in your house. You've got to find them and knock out as many as you can. But sometimes, if you get like 4, you could spawn more than one anomaly. There's certain parts throughout the night where 2 anomalies will spawn. I think I've even got a 3 anomaly spawner hour. When that happens, this won't be equal to 5. This will be equal to a greater number than 5. So you should get the game over text, but not if you're stuck in a loop, I would think. So we want to make sure you just can't be stuck in a loop at all, bro. Just don't get stuck in a loop, bro. So if it's equal to or greater than, then we are actually going to end the event. And not the loop. Mainly because when I exited the loop, it didn't end the event like it should have. Weird. So weird. Because it broke out of the loop. Does that mean I don't need the escape loops? Because they're just doing the same thing either way? Is that what they're doing? They're just starting right back up at the top? Maybe. Let's see if this works before we start complaining about things that we don't know about yet. Okay, so go ahead and start with that just for no reason. Boop, boop, and I should be able to walk away. Yep, it's game over. And I can't trigger it again no matter how many times I hit that. My debug menu says that timer set is -1. That's fine. Active anomalies is at 5. Random number has settled on 1, which I think also means that 1 was the number that killed me. Ugh, ugly title screen. Let's verify that. Should be 4 now, right? Yep. Random number is 4. I knew that because the 4th bookshelf was the last one to spawn, and it was going to loop until it got the random number of 4, because that way it could have triggered the 4th anomaly, which would have caused the endless loop. I have fixed it. I have solved this mystery. Let us rejoice by editing the event and copying these 2 boxes. This gets placed right above the random number. Right above random number. But there's another consideration I should be making. Well, we'll make that consideration here in just a second, if we have to. And one more. That one works as intended. I can interact with this and nothing will happen. That was a pointless test. There was no reason to do that. Let's just test this one. Let's hit this button 3 times. Now that one. Perfect. I can still walk around. I can still move. Now let's get higher than a 5. 2, 4, 6. We're good. I have fixed that bug. That makes me very happy. There is nothing standing in my way from continuing my design document. But we need to spawn the anomalies every quarter of an hour now. So, after I get this done, I will be able to start making the house in which this game takes place. But, whoops, don't want to close that. But just for you, maybe I can design the beginnings of a house. I actually want there to be lots of options for design. So I'm going to go into add assets just to do something a little bit different with this dev vlog. I'm going to go to DLC. I don't want the Wonder World pack, but I'm going to include it anyway. I'm going to just take everything. Wait, why can I check all those boxes? Like, what do they do? Because if I don't check them, I can still add the assets. Oh, the box checks whenever okay, I gotcha. The box checks after I've added the assets. Ugh, dumb. Alright, dignified fantasy music. I don't think I'm going to use it for an Unus Annus fan game. There's nothing dignified about those guys. Zombie pack, I will absolutely use that. I don't think I'm going to use Jacob's monster pack, but you never know. I might do something ridiculous with it. I think that's good. Now, just to sit back and let all the stuff load in. Oh, and it's done because I have an SSD. Fantastic. Alrighty, so if I wanted to make a house, what would I make? What would I make? I want to make something basic. I don't want to put too many DLC things in here because if I release the project file and the user who wants to download the project file and edit it doesn't have the DLC, it will show up as broke. I mean, it'll still work actually, but the graphics will be black. I've done this. I have distributed a game. I exported a project. I zipped up a project that I made using Dras Rays monsters. Was it me? Yeah, this was for a test. And I opened it up in Smile Game Builder in an instance, or rather, how did I do that? I don't remember how I did it. The DLC installs per project. It doesn't install with the software. It's per project. So I downloaded the project, opened it up, and all of the non-default asset stuff was it was black. It was a silhouette. You could tell that it was supposed to be there, but there were no resources there. So I added the assets from the DLC, and then it filled all that stuff in. So it's a good measure against, I guess, unauthorized distribution, which I'm fine with. It was just a lesson for me to say, hey, you gotta pay more closely attention to that. More closer. Even more closer. Still more closer attention. I was gonna make a house. Objects, terrain. Let's focus on the terrain. Man-made. The game that I am emulating has got a nice house. It's a big house, and I'm actually not confident in my ability to make a house. So, put all this stuff down here, make this the start point, and take our... make a kitchen. Make a modern G-style. Oh, G-style's here to save the day. G-style, I think, is what I want. Maybe. Maybe. I don't see a lot of good interior tiles. Yeah, we'll probably stick with man-made, right? Yeah, we'll stick with man-made. So, I like their 002 Gothic, but I don't think they are going to be suitable for every room in the house. How do I want to do this? Do I just want to make... I'm in the prototyping mood, so I probably want to just make like... Probably let's draw. Let's just draw. Okay, free select. Can I just do that? Can I just make 5 like 5x5 or 6x6 rooms? I think something like that would be great. So let's just do that. We're gonna do it's 2x2, 3, 4, 5. That's way too small. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 by 10. Which means I'm gonna have to start here because the walls are going to enclose. Perfect. Down. Excellent. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that. Sound good? Good. Up, up. Down, down. And then up, up for the center room. They need not be all the same size. Zoom in real quick. Have a look-see. Yeah, that's fine. Because we're doing like a camera view. And it's going to be something like... Well, when I scroll in, it jumps. But you can control the camera a bit more finite in the image and set up different camera spots. So this is about what the game is going to look like during runtime, or at least the perspective of the camera. You're not going to have empty wooden rooms. You're going to have stuff just all in the room. Going to kind of play I Spy what changed. Sometimes it'll be obvious. Like I said, sometimes you'll see like a spinning demon. And then other times, it's not like that. So, now what? I'm gonna do 2 more. 3 more, I guess. Save ourselves some clicks and just do that. And I have 6 rooms. I don't actually know if I want to just make them like this. I think that's kind of ugly, tacky, whatever. I think I would rather just make an open floor plan house and give you the option to actually run around this house and look at things in first person before you ever even go to start the game. So that means I'm going to have to design something. It's a bit of a challenge, but it means I got to actually push for that. So I'm not going to go with this, but if this gave you any ideas for your games, you can just lower these spots in between these walls. You can make your dungeons like this. Actually, you could have entire maps just filled to the brim with nothing but these rooms and a few different objects in each room, and you can make mazes like this. I actually wouldn't mind playing that. I know I was a bit hard on Funny Frisch Chips for his game, but it wasn't finished, and I thought that maybe it had been completed more or less. But it was in an unfinished state, so I take most of that back. All right, the next thing on the list is to actually make these events trigger based on what time it is. So instead of designing a house right now, we'll take a look at that. I'm going to need to fire these events off almost every quarter hour. We're going to add a common event, automatically sync it and run what is this? This is just the code from the buttons, but there's going to be a left side of page condition. All right, cool. I know what I'm doing now. So we're gonna go here. Event settings. Yes, we're going to copy all of the code. Oh. Copy. Did you select everything? Yes, you did. Copy. Now, we're going to go to edit the game data, and we're going to make another common event. Automatically sync and run, please. Paste, please. That works out fine. Add the condition. What's the condition? I know it's got to be timer, but I don't know what the timer value looks like. Let's take a look. Countdown. Assign variable box. Blah 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 blah. Timer set wrong. It uses a lot of local variables. So instead of even messing with that, because timer logic has been known to do in the brains of even the brightest SGB makers, we're going to playtest this. And I'm going to check out the blue button, and I'm going to look at debug code. Oh, timer set is just in seconds. It's just in seconds, bro. It's just in seconds. Duh. All right. We've got a bit of a job ahead of us here. Do we want 1 second to represent a minute? So then 60 seconds or a minute represents an hour in the game, and each game lasts for 6 minutes? I don't think that's a bad idea, but then like 15 seconds seems like it might be a little bit much to deal with new emerging anomalies. I might change that to 20 seconds, but you know what? For now, I know what to do. So, I ain't gonna worry about that. The timer... Oh no. What happened? I thought I had my stuff here. I didn't hit OK. Get back in there. Add condition. The variable box timer set needs to be equal to, and it starts at 180, so at the 15-second mark, actually for the testing purposes, I'm going to make it 170. 10 seconds after we begin the game, that's going to happen. This doesn't need to be repeated. I think that this can do one time only. Let's find out. Apply, okay, test. Because variable conditions, event conditions, I mean, are checked the entire time. They are constantly being checked. It worked. It worked, guys. Did you see? Did you see the anomaly? It worked. It worked. Worked. It 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 worked. This is going to start at 6 minutes. This is going to start at 6 minutes. The real work can now begin. The real work can now begin. I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what the next steps are going to be. That's why I clicked on the exact wrong menu. First of all, let's rename this bad boy. He deserves a name. Anomaly Spawner. I'm so excited. It just had to do it one time. It didn't have to constantly run or anything. It just had to do it one time. It's so great. That is so great. So that means we actually want, let's hit OK on that, please. We want the countdown timer to be higher than 180. But where do you store that? Oh my. Where do you actually store that? I'm going to have to find that. Ah. Go here. What do you mean 6,000? Why would you ever be equal to 6,000? Oh, I don't have to mess with the timer itself, you dummy. I have to mess with my timer initializer. Duh. Stupid. Alright, so actually this needs to be 360. That's going to be 6 minutes. And I've just about got this in the bag. I thought I changed you. Ah! Probably spawner. Apply. Hit OK. Did you keep it? Yes, you did. Good. Do not anger me. 360. When you are equal to 345, this will happen. And then I can't do or, so that gets removed. We add a sheet. I have forgotten. Okay, so we copy the sheet. Is what we do. We make it easy on ourselves. Instead of 345, it's 330. But for testing purposes, so I don't have to wait a whole 30 seconds, let's do a 350 and a 355. I think that this isn't going to work the way that I want it to, and I'll explain to you why, and then I have to go. Why are you there? Why did I accidentally put a stupid suit of armor underneath the button? I don't know what I did. Let's get rid of that stupid suit of armor. What on earth, man? And start it. Okay, 6 minutes. So we're going to see one anomaly now. That worked out just fine, but hopefully we'll see one now. Oh, it worked. It worked because the conditions were true only for one page at a time. All right, that's all the time that I have for this game dev session. This is my 5th dev vlog on the subject. I just recorded 5 videos. So I've actually been working on my game for a total of 2 hours. And I've gotten this far, and it feels actually really great. It feels amazing to be this far with it. Because this means the game can happen. The challenge is here. It's scalable. The design is solid. The bugs are squashed. I just have to keep bringing it out, and I've actually got to set up the rooms, and I've got to work on camera stuff. And then I got to work on menus so that you can actually fix these bugs, which means implementing a second timer, which is going to be probably really easy since you only use one global variable per timer. So this is working out great. I got a lot more done tonight than I thought I would. So thank you very much for watching. If you've made it this far, I would like you to say that flannel is the best color, and I will shout you out at some point in the future. I hope you have a great day. I'll be picking up on this again. I'm going to be recording every minute of the entire process until I'm ready to do polishing and final placement of events. And I'll see you tomorrow. So until then, bye for now. Bye-bye. Goodbye.